See, then you have to put your drink down and I don't.
Yes.
It's impossible to clap your hands with one hand.
It's impossible. You can smack your forehead with something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the weekend that started with Scotland, Italy. Italy's definitely improving.
Yeah, they had a much better, season. Well, can you call it a season? Championship, whatever.
Yes, the Six Nations.
They almost beat France.
Yeah.
Could have beaten Wales. Could have beaten Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland is like hot.
But is that team young?
I think so. I think they've got good
So
talent
they'll
coming
grow
through.
into something.
Capuzzo, what's his name?
Yeah, Capuzzo.
Capuzzo, did he score a try? Garbisi. Tommaso Allen, they rate him as well, Tommy Allen.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think they're doing well. Eh?
Yeah.
Doing much better. But I don't think they'll ever compete for
Well,
the
it depends. Like I'm saying, if it's a bunch of youngsters, then maybe they can. I mean, we saw the under 21s, or the under 20s. Under 20 Italy team almost beat the under 20 French team.
Yes.
So maybe there's like a young group of, or young generation of players coming up that's going to be like a force.
It would be very good for World Rugby. I don't want anyone else to be a force. There are
No one
enough
else would be a
guys
force.
that is
Only
a
the
force
Springboks.
right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like what people are saying about the World Cup after the Six Nations. They rested a few guys because Blair Kinghorn took the kicks. I assume he started. We can check the lineup here.
Wasn't it the last game?
Was it the last game?
I think we're doing this backwards.
We're doing it backwards, but we're doing it in order of import. Yes.
Oh.
We don't want to finish. Nothing against Italians and stuff, but we don't want to finish with that. We want to finish with England.
Yeah.
So
And
Ireland. Yeah, that was the last game. And France-Wales.
France-Wales.
Yeah. For 41-28.
Yeah.
It was also in
Wales
the beginning I
put up a
thought,
fight.
yes, see, what if Wales can pull this one out of the hat? Because when France has a bad day, let's say the previous France, back in the day France, they would every now and then they would have a terrible day. I think that's Galtier's goal, is to get rid of that, and he's sort of succeeding.
Yeah.
In that
the thing is,
don't have as many bad days.
the thing is, they have a lot of bad days. Like, they shouldn't be almost losing to Italy.
No.
And they should be beating Wales by a bigger margin.
Well,
But maybe that's just international rugby.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's like, as long as you keep winning, then it doesn't matter.
yeah. Should give Wales confidence. They scored, George North scored under the posts right in the beginning. And then one or two bad moments. Then it was like an easy try for Damien Penaud. Where they basically almost just had a clean line break, put the ball through the hands, and he scored. And that was kind of the problem. They couldn't keep themselves in the game. They kept on conceding soft tries. Yeah, like we've spoken about it a lot, but they need guys to come through. Like what's his name, Zamet. Didn't look great. He's got so much pace and
What's
skill.
that other wing's name?
Dyer. He's quite good.
I don't think he's better than Reece Zammit.
No, but both of them started, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's one of the young guys that came through. That is a bit of a shining light.
Reece Zammit.
Yeah, like Alan Jones still there.
Why is he still there?
Like, will they ever ask him to retire?
Yeah,
He's going to
please,
retire on
thanks.
his own.
Thank you for your service.
He's going to retire now.
Yeah.
He probably wants to play in the World Cup.
But maybe they don't have like locks. I don't
Yeah,
know.
surely. Nothing against the guy, but yes, at some stage we're too old. You know?
Yeah, and he was never Victor Matfield.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Matfield, even like towards the end of Matfield's career, like he wasn't taking the big contact and that sort of thing, but he was still good in the lineouts and
Yeah.
had a little bit of vision on attack. And
if you look at the flankers, Tipperick and Faletau, we've been saying those names for so long now.
Yeah.
You know, as the guys. And then Aaron Wainwright, and Alan Jones, Beard, Ken Owens. There's the guys that have been playing for a very long time. George North is still there. Josh Adams is still there. Come on,
Yeah,
give
it's
us
the same old
chance,
team.
man.
Poor Gatland. Well, not poor Gatland. I mean, he should never have said yes.
Yeah, and World Rugby is like in a crazy place with Gatland back.
Yeah, but they'll still be a force. Watch us have to play them, and then they'll be they like to play well against us.
Yes, yeah, they generally do. They generally play quite well. 41-28 was the final score.
Yeah.
4 tries against 5 though. Yeah, so they kept them. They played well. They played. Yeah. It was probably their best game of the Six Nations.
Yeah.
Even though they lost.
Yeah, but they never looked like winning.
Yeah. Then the one that
the big one for the weekend.
The guys who wants to be part of the video, having a bit of fun here with the game of what do you call it? Tug of war. Okay, it ended up being 29-16. Red card in how many minutes?
Yeah, so
that didn't help.
Technically, England. It was a red card, you know.
Yeah, it looked sort of more clumsy than intentional.
The thing is, if I don't do this thing, then he's going to put his face in my lap.
You don't want that, Jamie George. The red card was after 40 minutes, so right before halftime.
Yeah,
Freddie Stewart, the fullback.
And everyone's saying England played so well, and I don't think so. I think Ireland was just off. None of the passes were going to hand.
Yeah.
England defended quite well, but that's all.
Yeah.
You know.
Look, if you look at now, we said in the France-Wales game, it was 4 tries against 5. This was 4 tries against 1. So Ireland scored 4 tries.
Yeah, Ireland smashed them.
Yeah, they ended up smashing. It was close for a while. It was like 10-6 at one stage, and so. But then they just, and the best teams still win when they have an off day. They were probably nervous. This was a big moment for them, one of their bigger moments.
Yeah.
To win. What do they call it when they beat everyone?
The Triple Crown.
The Grand Slam. The Grand Slam, yeah.
What is a Triple Crown? Isn't that?
That's when you beat the British Islands.
Oh, okay.
Without France and Italy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But Ireland's not part of that. But they still got a Triple Crown because they beat them.
They got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and a great day for them. Tries was scored. Dan Sheehan had a great game.
Yeah.
Robbie Henshaw was back. Bundy Aki, I also thought was really, really good.
Yeah,
I always think
that
he's a bit of a weak link in the Irish team, but he really played well.
Yeah.
They use him well. They use his skill set quite well. Dan Sheehan was one of the candidates for World Rugby Player of the Year, and I think he had a fantastic game. Yeah, had a fantastic game yesterday. He's very mobile. He scored a great try.
His try was, and it was at a point where they actually needed that, and he pulled through there. He's got so much pace for a hooker.
Yes, yeah, he looks fairly small, but obviously he's the real deal.
Pretty strong.
He's very, very good. Yeah.
So I thought the Irish flanks for once were a little bit quiet.
Yeah. We said it. Yeah. Actually, I think Conan is in hot form. When he came on, he looked very good again. But I think the moment was very big. They were a bit nervous.
Playing at home.
Just didn't want to make too many mistakes. They just wanted to keep it safe.
And England was just making less mistakes. That's
all. Yeah, they were obviously also had a point to prove that they don't want to be a pushover. They didn't want 50 points against them for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So it was better, but it's still not. There's nothing from England that I saw that I thought, yes, okay. It was an off day. They're going to be much better. I think they still have quite a journey to go.
But it does show you that, because they just pretty much played tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's how you play in a World Cup. So you can. I don't think you can say that.
It could have been
England's
interesting if they didn't get the red card.
Yeah. And I think they're better with Farrell at 10 than at centre. Like, how is Farrell a centre?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we spoke about it the other day. I don't think I've ever seen him hit a clean line break or anything like that. Like you sometimes see inside centres, specifically outside centres do.
Yeah.
But not really that much. his best quality, I don't think.
Just hang on 1 second. Go now!
Yeah.
Exactly.
Listen to this guy. Okay. The red card, we sort of started speaking about it and then you got into a tug of war.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that word, should I?
No.
Does he respond to it? The referee said, you said it's because he
it sounds
turned
like
his
they
body.
gave it because he turned his body.
Which then...
But technically it's like force to the head.
Yeah.
And at speed and with degree of danger or whatever.
So that it was intentional because he turned his body. But if somebody's running towards you, you're not going to show him your vulnerable parts. You're going to show him a harder part of your body, which is sort of shoulder, elbow area.
Is that the hardest part of your body?
It depends. But you're not going to go like that and just like run into me because I don't want to get a red card. You're gonna brace for it in some or other way.
What I was thinking is, it's like, what should he have done? I suppose he should have just like wrapped him.
Yeah, did he have the time to do that?
Well, what they were saying is he had time to turn his body.
Yes, it's instinctive, I think.
Yeah,
but it's unlucky.
But I mean, it's also instinctive to go for a ball and then pull out and knock the other guy out of the air.
So it's just things that you must just get out of your game.
Yeah,
completely.
you must just not. Yeah. I don't think it was intentional. It was intentional, but I mean, could have been seriously.
It's letter of the
injured.
law. The refs didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they followed.
It just seemed unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed so accidental.
Yeah.
And we're used to watching, like I was saying, the high ball. So you're used to people. It's drilled into people's heads.
Yeah.
When you go up for the ball, you must be sure that you can actually win that ball. Otherwise, don't go up. Now you've got this situation. It's like, how do you train that out of people?
Yeah. If you're talking about that, I mean, we went through a Six Nations where I cannot remember a penalty for a guy being taken in the air in the whole competition that I can think of now. So it works. You get certain things completely out of the game.
Yeah.
It's just taking forever to get this out of the game.
Yeah.
The contact to the head and stuff.
Especially if the other guy's bending forward like that.
Yeah. They want to do all sorts of ridiculous things in school rugby to say that they're going to start penalising if you tackle above waist height and that sort of thing to teach them from a young age. But that's going to make a game unwatchable.
But people can, like yesterday's red card now. If he had gone down for the ball as well, head collision, concussion for both players.
Yeah, blood everywhere.
Death, maybe.
Possible death.
So it's hard. I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
How do you... It's a contact sport. You know, maybe in that instance it could have been like, well, can you say it's accidental? Is that what the rule allows for? I don't know.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's why the game we love.
Well, I guess it's a mitigating thing. Like, it's 100% accidental. Maybe that's a mitigatory.
But so many things are open for interpretation, and that's what makes rugby, like all over the world, people will talk about this. Some refs will say it should have been yellow or whatever, and other refs, professional people will say it was the right call.
Either way, Ireland was going to win that game.
Yeah, probably.
You know, so neither here nor there.
Yeah, and then they had a nice big celebration afterwards and all sorts of stuff. Johnny Sexton went off again, limped off the field. He could walk on his own, so I don't know how serious it was.
There in the first 10 minutes or something, he went for like a glory boy try, tap and go. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And then he was held up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's like, how old is he? 40?
I don't know. 179.
He lost his mind a little bit just then.
No, it will be a miracle if he makes it to the... No, it won't be a miracle. They'll protect him until the World Cup.
Yeah, he'll play.
I think Leinster won't use him too much. I don't think they need to use him. I think they're good enough.
Yeah.
That they can win without him. They can win with Ross Byrne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can win without him and Ross
They can
Byrne.
win without a fly-off.
Completely.
They can win with 13 men.
Yeah.
Maybe they must just play sevens against everyone else. Playing 15
practice,
man. Yeah.
You know?
It's like the Jonah Loma joke.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Should we tell it?
No, don't tell it.
I want to tell it.
Okay, tell it. Fine.
But it's not funny.
It's funny.
Is it funny?
Yeah.
And I asked John Halomu, what is that? Played England, right? It was from '95 World Cup, the joke. So, half-time the score is 40-0, and in the dressing room, the rest of the All Black team decide that they're not going to go out again for the second half. John Halomu can do it on his own. And after the game, he walks into the dressing room very disappointed, and they ask him what was the final score, and he says, no, 85. They're like, yes, how did they score 5 points? He said, no, I was yellow carded in the last 10 minutes.
I heard it was a red card. That's
red
how
carded.
I remember the story.
Yeah, well,
it's a true story.
You got a red
really
card.
happened.
That really happened, yes.
Yeah.
95 England. But we don't dislike you, England.
No, we actually...
We want you to do well. We're happy that you had a better game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want a weak England at the World Cup, you know. And they won't be.
No, it's a rebuilding phase.
Yeah.
It's also a term that's used in rugby all the time.
And they're good rugby players, so
yes.
So they're not going to go there. I mean, even the Barbarians can play a good game of rugby.
Yes.
And so the English, they're going to be good. They're going to be amazing.
Yeah.
They might not win it, but you can't
Might
play
surprise
them
a few
thinking
people.
that you're going to just walk it.
No.
Oh.
Okay. It was a lacquer tournament. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the first time that we really, as neutrals, really took the time to watch and to talk about all the games. And it is actually really a quality tournament.
Yes, and I was very I've always liked Ireland.
Yes.
But now they're in our pool, and I'm worried that they're going to go to the World Cup full of confidence.
No.
You know.
That's what we should talk about. Start talking about now it's about World Cup.
6 months away.
Yeah. Yeah. And they between them and France, who do you think are the favourites currently?
I think Ireland.
I also think Ireland.
France looks a little bit all over the place. Kind of like they kick to you until you make a mistake and then they capitalise.
They are brilliant on the counter attack.
Yeah.
I don't know how often they score from turnover ball, but it seems like every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time there's a turnover, they score a try.
Yeah.
I think Ireland as well. I just think their structure's so good. Their provincial rugby is in a great place. Teams always do well when the core of their internationals comes from one provincial side. Like when the Bulls were strong, the Springboks were very strong.
The Aussies.
The Springboks will never have that again.
I think the Aussies during the 90s.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Brumbies.
I don't know if it was Brumbies or it might have been Brumbies or it was Queensland.
Yeah, could have been.
Where was John Eales from? I think he was from Queensland.
Yeah, it was just after that when Gregan and Larkham were at the Brumbies that they sort of dominated. Yeah.
And thinking about New Zealand Crusaders.
Yeah.
And maybe
we never have that again.
Maybe this is Leinster's World Cup.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know what the French, how spread out they are.
Yeah, they're pretty much spread out, I think, because they've got so many provincial teams. Toulouse is probably their biggest. But there's a lot that we can still learn about French rugby.
From French rugby or about it?
No, I don't know. I don't know the players.
Okay.
I don't know their players. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that correctly.
Cheers.
Thanks, Kaiser, for letting us do the video.
Thanks, Kaiser.